Today is Monday. I am doing a documentary or finishing touches up on a documentary about the war on drugs, racism in the courts, and mass incarceration in your prison industry. All right? I included somebody else in this. I did a two-hour interview with this individual last week, and I also sent him some emails. My movie was produced by Rob Fix. So anything that Rob Fix has since 2006 is to be submitted to the Department of Justice and President Trump for a federal investigation. I'm a prisoners' right advocate. It's a reentry program. That toilet is artwork and evidence. I put another toilet in front of the Towson Courthouse on July the 4th, the same way I did it on February the 6th, 2011. All right, that toilet represents how you treat Black America. You treat us like shit. This is Miss Leon from the Department of Justice. I mean, from the ACLU. All right, I wrote Miss Leon, and I fired my lawyer, Mr. Thomas Saunders. They both knew about this when I was locked up. They wanted me to plead guilty to a crime I didn't commit. The ACLU wanted me to plead guilty, and Thomas Saunders wanted me to plead guilty. Y'all didn't want to talk about the war on drugs. You feel me? It's constitutional violations. Mr. Sanders, all right? The Department of Corrections, President Obama, asked for an investigation. It's a reentry program for ex-felons. It's about the war on drugs. It's about the war on drugs. And these are the people that knew about it. The public officials that knew about it. Your House of Delegates. You feel me? Your House of Delegates. Joseph Valario, the Judiciary Committee, refiled my motions, but y'all keep destroying evidence. Like I said, Dutch Rupert's Burger, that's Dutch Rupert's Burger. That's Dutch Rupert's Burger, that's me. That's Johnny Oleski, because Johnny Oleski's supposed to do this now. I just got this. Feel me? Cold case file. That's Chief Hyatt. We're talking about corruption in the courts. We're talking about emails that you destroyed. See that? That's D Shortman at AOL.com. Y'all destroyed all these emails when you took my truck and my computer. It showed where Jake Davis and James Cameron wrote an illegal lease on February the 1st, 2008 when I was locked up in another state. It showed that you received this. You feel me? It showed you that you accepted this. It showed you that I told you about Schellenberger in 2008 at 8:40 a.m. You feel me? Schellenberger should have done this. Schellenberger filed false charges with me, went to the grand jury with false information to get an indictment. You feel me? That's county council meeting, Schellenberger issue. All right, share with the county council, state's attorney. Schellenberger, Kamenetz. Kamenetz ain't here no more. Johnny Oleski is. Chief Hyatt is. And y'all got evidence and knowledge of criminal behavior. You got evidence and knowledge of criminal behavior. Like I said, this is David Irwin. And Schellenberger used this case from 1986 to get an indictment. Schellenberger used this 1986 case to get an indictment. So did the state of Illinois. So that case is going to open up Pandora's box because it's directly related to the war on drugs. It's directly related to the war on drugs and how you give white people a pass, but you're trying to incarcerate Black America. That's what he used to get an indictment, and that's what we're going to use to open up Pandora's box. I was found innocent of all those charges. So when you took that in front of the grand jury, you knowingly lied to the grand jury and misrepresented the truth. President Trump got this. I sent President Trump the storyboard about the prison industry. All right? Everything that Dutch Rupert's Burger got, everything that Congressman Cummings got, everything that y'all got, everything that Hyatt got, everything that Oleski got, you need to send it to Donald Trump. Because like I said, this is a second chance program. It's a reentry program, and President Trump is looking for reentry programs. And this is a reentry program. You feel me? For ex-felons, by ex-felons. You can go to the Department of Justice and get this as well. I don't want nobody left out the loop. We're going to pick up where we started at. You locked me up in Towson? Well, I'm going to expose the money that you make in Towson off of the prison industry. Go to the Department of Justice. It breaks your criminal enterprise down. Schellenberger going to jail. President Obama asked for an investigation May 5th, 2008. I'm the subject of the investigation. I'm a whistleblower. You knowingly locked up a whistleblower. You knowingly locked up a whistleblower and presented false evidence to the grand jury. You stole evidence about President Obama's investigation. That's Gayle King. You can go to the Gayle King and get it too, because I want everybody in the game, so we don't have no misunderstandings. I'm showing you my hand. You gonna show me yours? Scott Schellenberger needs to be disbarred and criminally charged. Scott Schellenberger is the weakest link, because if you charge Scott Schellenberger, he's on the gang task force for the state of Maryland. He's on the state's attorney's president advisory board. Schellenberger go to jail, you're gonna have to open up a lot of cases. You're gonna have to review 135 inmates, more than 135. If Schellenberger goes to jail, you're gonna have to review inmates since Schellenberger got in office. You're gonna have to review every case he ever touched because it's tainted. You feel me? And the president asked for an investigation. President Obama asked for an investigation. The Department of Justice got the evidence. Johnny Oleski asked for the Department of Justice to investigate Scott Schellenberger. All right? Governor O'Malley is it's about Governor O'Malley's mob machine and the money you make off the prison industry. Chief Judge Turnbull. Yeah, it's about the courts and the corruption in the courts. I'm gonna break you down like a criminal enterprise, cause y'all slave catching, y'all still stealing. You see me chase Chief Johnson out of City Hall. You see me chase Governor O'Malley away from Johnny Oleski's christening at Oleski's thing. You know what I'm saying? You seen me do this. I got it all on film. I had to reshoot all the footage that you stole from me. You seen Governor Hogan and me. You feel me? Governor Hogan been trying to get me locked up for the longest. He had me physically removed from state property. Mayor Pugh's involved too, because like I said, it's the prison industry and the money that you make off of it. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And everything that I'm telling you, you can go straight to Judge Cox over at the courthouse right now. He got a writ of sociority. Everything I'm telling you, that's one of the writs of sociority. I got 3 of them. Greg Bernstein got one of them. You seen Greg Bernstein and Marilyn Mosby? Well, let's talk about this. These are the emails. You feel me? While Chief Justice Roberts, State Senator Antonio Hayes. Yeah, go get the videos. Go get the material. Respectfully submitted. See it? Notarize. My sister signed this. You feel me? My sister signed this. Rosemary McClendon and Teresa Davis in the event of my death. Suicide or homicide? It's homicide if I die. It ain't no suicide. I'm telling the truth about America's history on the war on drugs, mass incarceration in your prison industry. I asked for Martin Luther King's job, no more, no less. If you hailed him as a hero, why am I hailed as a terrorist? I never committed any crimes. He broke in his neighbor's house. He used opioids, and y'all giving him a pat on the back. That's white justice and black justice, and it ain't gonna be just us. Chief Johnson got a criminal case. Y'all got to address that. President Trump asked for an investigation. He talking about corruption in Baltimore. I'm gonna give him all the information. Everything that Councilman Brandon Scott has, everything that Yitzi has, everything that Councilman Pinkett has, I want turned over to President Trump. I want it turned over to President Trump. We're talking about the inmates. And we're talking about a reentry program. 135 inmates. I can speak for another 1,000. You're gonna have to let a lot of them go. If you gave him a pass, what you gonna do about the rest of us?